Hi guys, I just have one or two things to share with you, but if this is the first time of watching my video, you can just press the like button and you just subscribe to my channel so that whenever I keep posting good content that I know that you'll be interested in, then you'll be the first to be informed and you can get everything and as it is going on. So like I said, without further delay, let's just get into it. My topic for the day is about I've watched a lot of YouTubers and not only the YouTubers and some African brothers and sisters that are from diaspora traveling to Africa, and unfortunately after some time they will post it on the YouTube that they regret coming back home and things of that stuff. They regret in one way or the other. But my take on this, and the reason why I'm doing this video, is just to enlighten some of our people about this issue, because what seems to be very easy for some people, to some people it is more difficult. And because of my own from my own point of view and the way I do my things, if you go to Africa with a mindset that you are going to stay and you've never been to Africa before, there are some steps that I believe that you should have taken even before moving down in the first place. So if you can do that and you take it step by step and you take everything easy and you are open-minded person, I really don't see the reason why you should go in the first place. And in a matter of a month or two, you started saying that you regret going to Africa. Mind you, it is not that I take offense to that, because it's your team and everybody has the right to do whatever I want to do and do whatever I want to do with this life. But this is just like an advice, and it is what I've been doing and what I'm sure that is going to work for you, if only you can just take a bold step and you just try it. So with that being said, number one is that to most Africans that are in diaspora and wanted to repatriate to Africa, the best way is that if you have friends that you are with here and they are Africans and you have chosen to go to their country. For example, I am a Nigerian, and as well I'm a Spanish as well. So I have a lot of friends here that are not from Africa, that are white people, and they are, because I live in Britain now, and then they are British. And at the same time, when I was in Spain, the same thing happened. Now if you have friends and you are living in this country, any of those countries, any of the Western country, and you want to repatriate to Africa, if you are used or you have a friend that is an African that knows, you discuss with that you wanted to go to Africa, you take your time to plan it. That is one of the easiest way. A lot of them will host you, and when they host you, you are there, you live with them, you take the opportunity to go out. The car will never be your problem. Where you are going, how to show you places, to show you around will never be a problem. And to make friends will never be a problem, because you are just visiting. So it's a great opportunity for you to take the advantage, to look around, to go to places, to try to interact with people, and they will tell you everything and how everything is going on ground. So that is one of the huge advantage that you can get when you want to go to Africa. First, go have a family that you can almost call yours, that are very good to you, people that are very kind to you, that understand your mission, and they really wanted to help. I know everybody is not going to be the same. There are some that just like to do their thing, they just feel that they can carry their bag and go and do one or two things, and come back. That is never a problem. If you are going without having it in mind that you are going to stay in Africa, you're just going like a tourist, that is a different ball game. It is easier for you just to go to a hotel and stay. But if you are going to stay, it's the people that I'm focusing and that I'm talking about. If you go for the first time, you stay with a family, you own that family, they take you around, they show you places, you spend like maybe a month or you spend 2 months, you know everything, then you now make your decision that, yeah, I am going to stay or I'm going back, or try to organize myself and come back. At least now you know 1 or 2 things about that country, and yes, you can now make a decision that, okay, I'm going back to stay. That is number 1. Then the second one is, now that you are going to Africa, you have now prepared yourself. You have to save money for that. Because I've seen a lot of people, now they say, yes, I'm going to Africa, and that, they will just go with some, let's say they go like with 5,000, or some will even go with 6,000, then they will start struggling. It's a little bit difficult, unless if you are a YouTuber and you started making money. With the money you are making, if you can make money and you are spending it here in Europe, and you imagine how it is if you go to Africa, because everything is cheap, even accommodation is cheap. So to live in Africa is very, very, very simple. So then when you are getting that money and then you are in Africa, you can look around. Then if you have a skill, then you can start developing whatever skill that you develop. Because mainly Africa, if you are going to Africa, you have to have the mindset that you are going there to be an entrepreneur. I'm not saying that it's not possible for you to get a job. Some people get a job. It depends on who and it depends on which family you fall into. Because I said that is in the first step that I told you. So it depends which help you can get and all that. So, or maybe you have a company that signed you in the first place right here in Europe, to go and work in Africa. Everybody have their own opportunity differently. So if you don't have that and you wanted to go to Africa, I think that number 2, that is what I think you should do. You save money, save enough money. At least you can save like 20,000-30,000 pounds, for example. And when you save that 30,000 pounds, if you go the second time, don't go with the mindset that you are going even for the second time and you are just going to stay. If you already know it, let it be a long time plan. So by the time you have this money, if you go to Africa, instead of renting an apartment, it's better to buy an apartment. So even after 4 or 5 years, if you think that you are no longer willing to stay, you can still sell the apartment, get your money, and you come back. If that is what you want, it's fine. But you will realize by the time you spend like 5 years in Africa, the money you use in renting an apartment, if you look at that money and you look at how much you can get so if you go to some good real estate, or you check online to see some houses, some apartments for sale and all that, you realize that it's like losing some money if you are going to rent for a long time, for a period like 5 or 6 years. You see that you lose a lot of money. So it's just good you buy an apartment. You may buy an apartment. There are some 2-bedroom apartment that is not even expensive, that with like 20,000 you are likely to get one. So if you have 30,000, you still have like almost 10,000 that you can play around with. And coupled with the fact that you are a YouTuber, with that, I think no any problem. You can live fantastically, and then you have the time of your life in Africa. So that is number 2. Then number 3, if you go to Africa with the mindset that you are going there and you are very open, I think the number 3 is that when you go to Africa, it depends on your skill. Really, it really depends on your skill. If you are not YouTuber, you don't fall into this category of people that I mentioned earlier. Then your skill will have a lot of things, because if you are going there, for example, to be a farmer, a mechanized, you are dealing with a mechanized farming and all that, that is a different ball game entirely. Or if you are somebody, like I said, that maybe the family you made here, they are the family that are already in one business or the other that you are trying to venture into, that is another story entirely as well. So it really depends on whom you are and the skill you have and all that. So with this kind of set of people, you know, if you go to Africa, I think you should be able to live the best way and without even regretting anything. But if you go with the mindset that, okay, I'm going there just to start a business, that, and you don't know that the business environment in Africa is quite different from what you are going to meet here, or maybe by the time you started working, you started comparing the salary that you are earning to what you are earning here, you will have a problem. And I can bet you, by the time you are there for like 2 or 3 months, you will find out that it's difficult, and there's more likely that you will possibly come back, and you know you will join the group of the people that are saying the same story, that living in Africa is hell. So with that being said, I hope this 3 steps that I gave is going to be helpful to someone watching. And then I hope by the time you are going, or you have the mindset of moving to Africa, this video will be a little bit of help to you, and I think everything will be okay. So that is my own take on all this issue of people moving to Africa. So I think you enjoyed this video till I post another one next time, that I know that will be equally more interesting to more of my viewers. I will just say that you have a nice weekend and stay blessed. Bye.